navigating down through the Meeker Canyon right now. This is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. And that is the Meeker River, which I have been fishing this week. It runs all the way through this canyon. So scenic. What's great is this road I'm on will go practically all the way to Meeker. I'm expecting plenty of other sights along the way. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Much better than taking the interstate, that's for sure. Beautiful out here. It's unbelievable. Stopped off here at the canyon just to come down to this spot. This is just absolutely beautiful. Hike down off the road. I mean, it's unlimited places to fish. Hike. It's unbelievable. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I have to come back here again. Love having the ability to camp right along this creek, fish for miles and miles and miles. It's gorgeous. Man, the drive along this road is so scenic. This is so cool. Temperature is now 30 degrees. You can see it's been snowing up here quite a bit. Beautiful right now, but with it being 30 degrees, kind of need to watch the roads. You can see they look a little slick, but you know, sun's hitting it, so I hadn't felt any sick spots. But I mean, this drive is just gorgeous. I mean, it's been like this, you know, the whole way. Doesn't get any better than this. Nice, relaxing drive. Hopefully to see some wildlife along the way, but hadn't seen any yet. A little more snow on the road right here. It's 27 degrees now. I think I'm climbing in altitude a little bit. But you can see some of it's not melted away. Not many people have come up this way today. So looks like you could get a little snow check this out. So it's actually it's snowing now, and yeah, driving about 25-35 miles per hour here. It doesn't seem to be slick. You can tell the road's been treated, but I got another 35 miles to go before I get to, you know, some little town where I have to take a turn off this road. So it should be slow going, but cool experience, that's for sure. It's 21 degrees and I'm at 9,700 feet above sea level. This road appears to go right across the top of the mountain. So I made a quick stop. Thought it'd be smart to put the four-wheel drive on at 16 degrees, just over 10,200 feet. I thought it might be smart to put the four-wheel drive on. Good thing is there's a car in front of me. I'd let them pass, and there's a pickup truck in front of them. So I'm not the only crazy one out here on this road. It's one of the scenic byways. So I got about 30 miles left before I get to, you know, small town. And I think I stay on this road, continue on this road, but, you know, maybe that's a lower altitude. Snow will stop. So we'll see. Just taking my time. That is so cool. Look at those two rams. That is awesome. That is awesome. Still snowing pretty heavy, hadn't let up at all. Temperature's risen a little bit. Up to 21 degrees. It got as low as 16 on the car thermometer. But I got cell phone coverage here, so I touched base with a couple folks. Touched base with Julie just to make sure if something happened to me, she knew where I was. I think I got about 20 miles left before I maybe get off of this road, so we'll see. Alright, I hit the snow again, but the good thing is I got the snow plow in front of me, and he's dropping a little sand along the way, so this is nice. Make this drive a little bit easier. Might be a little bit slower, but I don't know if I'd go much faster anyway. Alright, it's day 7 of my fly fishing and elk hunting trip. Last night I arrived at the camp here in the Meeker area. It's probably about 35 miles outside of town, and climbed up to the mountain a little bit just to get a view. Today is just getting used to the altitude and just chilling at the camp. The hunt actually starts tomorrow, so did some walking this morning for a couple of miles down to the front of the gate where you come into the property where the camp is. But I'll show you some scenes of that. So cool. You know, heavy snow. It's actually snowing again now. So you can see down here below There's the camp. Nothing fancy, but it's exactly what you would expect. You know, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. You know, you can hear it so quiet. No wind's blowing right now. Hopefully that's the case when we're out hunting tomorrow, but it's been really still wind, almost no wind today. It was a cool drive in yesterday. I've got a bunch of snapshots and little short takes of my adventure through the snow and ice and stuff, so we'll put that all together over the next few weeks, but really cool here. Just mule deer you see everywhere, absolutely everywhere. But it's going to be a cool day tomorrow. Going to practice getting comfortable with the rifle here this afternoon, and then so I'm ready to go tomorrow. But it's a good, relaxing day today. We had a nice day. All 5 of us just visiting, having a good old time. Check back in tomorrow, and hopefully one of us will get a nice bull elk tomorrow. Man, I can't believe how quiet it is. I walked down from the camp, down the hill here. We're only supposed to walk down the road the day before the hunt. Can't go exploring anywhere else, so we can only walk back down the road to the gate to the property. But it is amazing how quiet. There's been 0 wind today, and we're just out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So you don't hear any airplanes coming over. Of course, no road traffic. We're 3 miles off the small little country road, but it's just amazing. Just love the quietness out here. It's really cool. Sun setting shortly. It's actually behind the mountain, but it's still shining. You can see if turn around this way, back up around the bend is where the camp is, about a half a mile up. So pretty cool. Can't wait for the hunt to start in the morning. Walking back up to the camp there. There's 3 mule deer there. One of them was moving, and now he or she stopped. I can't tell. Probably 150 yards away, but I think you can see him. I can see him on the screen here. So I think I'll probably start running as I get a little closer. So let's see what happens here. There they go. Looks like 3 doe. Yeah, that's 3 doe. Headed back up the mountain. It's morning 1 of the elk hunt. We just parked at the top of the mountain and we've been walking down. We've already seen some elk, nothing but cows. Just glassing and waiting. Perfect day, no wind. Thank goodness for that. It's 10 degrees this morning. Alright, we spotted the first herd of elk. I've counted at least 25, but they keep going in and out of the wood, the brush up there, and then peek back out, running across that white trail right there. Then they continue coming out back over there. Probably about 1,500 yards away, so we're just waiting for them to make their way down the mountain. All right, we're changing positions. You know, the elk, they went down the mountain, but they were going away from us. So we're going back up to the top of this mountain and glass from the other side. So get a different vantage on the other side of where Lee's going up to the top. So hopefully it'll be something spooked up over there. Camera angle doesn't do it justice, but we just came up, probably climbed, geez, I don't know, 500 feet. That's the descent there. We're still climbing back up to the top. There's Lee coming up. We still gotta keep climbing. Cool stuff. Yep, it's still going up. We are back where we started this morning. Couldn't see that this morning because it was dark. Wow. They're shooting yet today. We're gonna glass on this top of the mountain, this side of the mountain, see what we might see. That's how we got up here. Awesome stuff. All right, round 2 of the day. Out for the afternoon hunt. Just coming down the top of the mountain. We've already seen 2 sets of elk. One set bedded up down to the left. Probably 15, 20 of them. Saw another 5 off to the left. Not on the property we can hunt, so we gotta keep searching. Walking another couple of 100 yards, we decided to stop, do some glassing off to the right. We'd got into a position where we can see a little bit better over another ridge. So after glassing off to the right for quite a while, we actually spot an elk. Jay actually spots that elk and can't confirm whether it's a bull or not. So we just continue to watch it. And then after another short period of time, the elk does not move. So Jay walks over to the right and he takes a look, tries to get into a position further off to the right, 50 yards or something like that, to where he can see back across the ridge to where he can see to where the elk's head is not behind a tree. We're over 1,000 yards away where we are right now, so definitely too far to take a shot. Good binoculars, so we can see clearly, but the elk's head is, behind a tree. After a while, he comes back and says, it's definitely an elk. It's definitely a bull elk. So let's just keep watching it. So we continue to watch the elk for a good while there. The elk just does not move. So Jay and Josh, another guide with us, they actually come up with a plan and said, we should go get that elk. And, here's the plan. We got a couple different options. We can sit here and wait, see if the elk moves. We still got some good daylight left. We could walk over to the right, hop back on the trail. That trail loops on around. That's gonna take us a while to get there, probably hour, hour and a half maybe. Problem is we're always above the elk. The elk is looking that way. The elk can clearly see us. So there's a strong possibility the elk's gonna get up and run. You know, he can't see us right now. He's not looking this way. But the closer we get the other way, very strong possibility he's going to see us. If he doesn't see us and we start getting closer, then we're going to be above the elk, looking down the mountain back towards the trees. As you can see right now, you look down in front of you, you can't see past 25, 30 yards. So the elk's going to still be hidden, and we got to somehow try to get there. Likely he's going to hear us. It's just going to be tough to get in a position. The third option is we just go get him. We go right at him. I said, well, what do you mean go right at him? He's like, it means we go down the mountain here, we go through the valley, and back up the other side. So that's what you've been watching here. Jay and I, start that trek down the mountain and so forth. Before we start that trek, just have to mention, I asked my brother-in-law, I said, so what do you think? I mean, going down the mountain, back up the other side? He says, well, if you want an elk, you got to go get him. I said, so let's do it. So anyway, that's what we're doing here, making that trek through here and so forth. Coming back up the other side, was a beast. Jay said it could take us 20 minutes. It could take us 30, 45 minutes. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. It's a heck of a lot steeper than it looks, and we're just going to have to take our time, take some breaks, or we'll see. So we continue to trek through there. Awesome adventure. Jay knocked us out of the park. I hope you stay tuned to watch the end. Like I said, Jay gets me in position, so stay tuned, watch to the end. It was an amazing experience.
Got it. It's right up there.
Oh, that's the same height we are.
Yeah, exactly. You see him?
Oh, yeah, I do. The same. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Get range. I'll get the sticks out.
Okay.
Relax and breathe. No pressure. I want you to kill this thing.
All right, thanks, man. Me too. That's it. Say 200. You go ahead, chamber. Oh, he's getting up. Oh, God. Yes, man. That was awesome.
Holy shit.
I was just lining up again, and I was just shaking.
I lost my balance for a second and I caught me right quick. back real quick.
Okay. Yeah. It was hard to tell because his head got a little in front. I mean, I could see the horns for sure, but
It's big. I think it's We're gonna head up that way towards the road.
yeah,
It's gonna come down.
right,
Follow it down.
yeah. What's that? My rifle. Yeah, I don't think it won't fit.
Just carry it.
Yeah, I'll just carry it. That was awesome. I can't. That was so intense. That was amazing. He walked about 25 yards and dropped. Would you say about 215 yards? Yeah. 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 Yeah, he didn't seem to really stumble when I first hit him, but when I was putting him on him again, I saw him shaking and falling back.
He's kind of up at like past that opening.
Yeah.
Kind of like that tree line.
There's like this, it's like a black bush at about our high.
Yep.
He's like right above that, I think.
Okay.
I do.
Man, this afternoon hunt was more than I could have expected. I mean, it was awesome. You know, to have to actually go chase the elk, stalk it, get into position, take a 215-yard shot. Unbelievable. I mean, the experience, the intensity of having to go there and get it. And Jay just knocked it out of the park, getting me in position.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. And I had to work to get it. That wasn't easy. I was talking to myself. Yeah, we gotta go back down and find it.
So what you're beginning to see here is Jay and I making our way to go find the elk. We have to walk back up top of the mountain. We hop on the trail so we can, make some fast ground, get on a flat ground. So we get on the trail, we walk on around and so forth, and then we got to go back down. And then for the next at least an hour, once we get over there to where we shot the elk, everything looks exactly the
I'm
same.
thinking
We're zigzagging left and right and up and down and back and forth. And we just keep looking and looking and looking. And I mean, we were shocked at how long it took us, to eventually find the elk. But what you're going to see here is just some bits and pieces of just us looking around, trying to find the elk.
maybe this way. Yeah, I don't think it was this open. Might be straight back this way. Could they see him from over there? Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm wondering if we're too high. Okay.
Smells like kind of horsey.
This looks like there's definitely been through here. But it was him or another pack. Yeah. Uh-huh. He went kind of straight up.
And then that way.
Yeah.
So you should be over
And it didn't look like he, rolled when he came down. Having trouble finding him. But Lee and Josh are still across the mountain guiding us. This seems to be the right area. There was this.
So you can see the sun's starting to set. It's already behind the mountains. So things are, time is running out here, and we just need to find that out. So shortly after this scene here, I eventually come up on a spot that it looks like somebody had been laying there. And I bring Jay over. I said, I think this is the spot. I think this is where he was bedded up. So anyway, you can see all the hoof prints and so forth. So I said, well, let's just follow what he did after our shot. So sure enough, we backtrack exactly Zero blood. That's what was amazing. One shot, I make a perfect shot. You know, he doesn't even flinch. He walks up, goes back to the left, maybe 15, 25 yards. And then that's when, you know, he just kind of starts shaking and leans back and then falls. Zero blood, even on the spot, until we moved him. So shortly after this, we find him. I mean, thank goodness we came up on that spot, and we ultimately find him there.
Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you, Jay. That was awesome.
Hey man, that's great, dude.
what a plan.
Holy smokes.
I can't believe that.
That's awesome. It's
across the
Dad's rifle, man.
Oh,
That's a cool looking elk.
I can't believe.
That's a cool looking elk.
We spot him 600-700 yards on the other side.
My range, it was like 1,000 plus. My range probably didn't even range it, so maybe more.
Man, that was the coolest thing ever. I never thought I'd work so hard to get that thing. That was amazing.
You earned it.
That was a cool experience there, man. Kick ass.
So after taking down the elk, our evening was not over with. We had Josh come over and join us. We start gutting the elk. By the time he got there, it was pitch black. We all had our headlamps on so we could see. It was tough gutting that elk because it's on the side of the mountain, pretty steep. So eventually we get it gutted. The plan was to leave it there overnight and actually come back tomorrow morning and get it. There was no way we're going to bring this elk up the mountain. We have a long way up. I mean, we're talking 750 to 1,000 pounds. The decision was we're going to bring it down the next morning, slide it down the mountain. We'd be able to get a side by side into that flat valley. So what you see here is me walking back, 1 mile back, all the way dead uphill. Brutal walk back, but it was all well worth it. Here is a quick look back at where we spotted the elk originally. We're over 1,000 yards away. Next morning, we get dropped off the top of the mountain so we can go get the elk. Plan was just drag the elk down the mountain. We got a ski rope that's about 10 feet long. We wrap around the horns, wrap around the legs, and we just let gravity do the work. Fun, cool experience getting that elk down.
Going back to pick him up this morning. Going back down the mountain where we gutted him last night. Shot him from over there. I had to go up this last night. Not easy. We're bringing him down the mountain now. Sliding on down. It's fun, but hard work.
A cool fact about this hunt is I took down this elk with my father's Ruger 7mm Magnum that he used 40 plus years ago to kill his elk.
This is the end of day 3 of the elk hunt. 3 of us have killed. Mine is the non-typical on the left. Lee's is the middle. And Bo's is on the right. Had a good snow tonight, as you can see. Probably about 4 inches of snow covering up our racks. It's been an awesome trip. Got about 6 inches of snow last night. Foggy this morning. So the last couple of guys didn't get a kill, but so we're just headed on back today. You can see the heavy snow. Been a good trip.
Well, the end of my 2-week trip is drawing to an end. I mean, it's been an awesome trip. First 3 days camping along the Poudre River, just west of Fort Collins, Colorado, about 30-40 miles. Caught 13 trout fly fishing. Unbelievable experience. You know, brown, rainbow, and greenback cutthroat. Finished the last 3-4 days here up in Meeker, Colorado, elk hunting. Brought down an elk in an unbelievable experience. You know, rushing down the mountain, back up the other side of the mountain to get in position, then take a 215-yard shot. I mean, it's been unbelievable. We had 6 inches of snow last night, so headed on back today. It's been an awesome trip. Well, that's a wrap for this amazing adventure. Here's some pictures of the entire trip. Hope you enjoy those pictures. Please subscribe, give me a like, give me some comments. More adventures coming in the future.